Yo, this is Real Talk E. Welcome to the locker room. We talk nothing but basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you guys see the title of the video. I know you guys are wondering what could he possibly be talking about right now, right? And yes, I am talking about the Phoenix Suns, and I am talking about why they will not win a championship this upcoming year, and maybe not even the year after that. Okay? Now, first reason why, just listen to this right here.
Hey, James, back here. David Brandt from the Associated Press. There's been a lot of speculation about your role in the front office now that Matt Ishbia is here. That some people say you've got all this pull and some people say you've got no pull at all. Like, what is it like working with Matt, and how has your role changed under the new regime?
I mean, Matt's awesome. Like he's been extremely awesome to work with. My role has expanded, as you see with this recent transaction that we made to acquire Bradley. But working with Matt, with Josh, with Frank, has been great for me. It's allowed me to improve my team, and my team with me in basketball operations. We've been able to push forward with some really big, I say some like really high or big ask, and we've been able to accomplish it as a team. So it's been great working for him, and I look forward to it.
This does not sound like somebody that really has any power over his team. What he said was right here, I mean, he dodged the whole question. But he basically stated, like, long story short, I can't say whether I have a lot of power over this team, whether I don't have any power over this team. Okay? Because obviously I got to work with this man. And who is this man? Matt Ishbia. He's the owner of the Phoenix Suns, as you guys heard in the clip. So, as the GM, James Jones, or head of basketball operations, whatever position he has at the moment, this right here kind of told me a little bit of everything. There's more thing I got to talk about, but this right here told me like pretty much what I needed to know. You cannot 100% answer if you have the power or not. I mean, he did kind of say my power has expanded, but later he basically stated that it expanded in a way where we just needed to make bigger moves, and I was allowed to make bigger moves, which that's your damn job. You're supposed to make moves. Whether they are big moves, little moves, you're supposed to make those moves that help the team. So how did your job expand? Or how was it limited? He did not answer. Red flag. This could be dangerous. For the main reason that the owner could be trying to overtake other people's jobs in the front office. And whenever that happens, it gets real dangerous and it can go really bad. Next is this clip right here.
Bradley, Richard Sines, Fox 10 Phoenix. Welcome to the Valley. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Like Coach Vogel said, you're one of the premier players in the league. And having said that, whenever opposing teams came to play your team, you were the guy that they had to focus on stopping. Now there's other options besides you on
Good
this
luck
team.
with that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what goes through your mind when you see how things could open up for you on the court with the guys you have around you?
I like get antsy just thinking about it because I haven't had those opportunities, and it's the same with the other two guys and D8. Like, this is crazy. I met with these guys. It's the first thing James said. He's like, okay, when we played you, we pretty much doubled you when you had the ball. He's like, but with us, who are you going to double team? Where are your rotations going to look like? And so, like, just that 2 seconds, I was like, damn, like that makes a lot of sense, So, but I'm excited about it. Like, you have a lot of dynamic scorers who the biggest box that we check is our unselfishness. All of us just want to compete. We want to play hard. And the biggest thing, we want to win, And I think we all have unbelievable talents that we respect. And we unselfishly push each other to be the best we could possibly be. So I'm looking forward to it. K, Dev, DA, like, these guys are a great core piece to the franchise. And I'm happy, like you said, that they can go guard Devin and K tonight, and I can chill a little bit and not face so many double teams. A little bit more open shots, I can work on my catch and shoot a little bit more. So we're good.
Now, you all heard the clip. Bradley Beal was asked about double team, right? When he was in Washington, they were double teaming him a lot, because they didn't want the Wizards to win games. I mean, if you lost to the Wizards, it was kind of embarrassing, especially if you were a high-end team, a team that was supposed to make the playoffs, a team that was in championship contention. You kind of knew, okay, like we're supposed to win this game, and if we let him go off, then it's time to wrap up our bags, and this is gonna be a win that we're gonna hate at the end of the season. Okay, this is gonna be a win that's gonna come back to bite us when it's time to fight for seeding and all this extra stuff. And I like his answer. I mean, he said the truth. How are you gonna double team me now? It's hard to double team. Who are you gonna put your best defender on? Who are you gonna put your second best defender on? Who are you gonna put your third defender on? And even that, I mean, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker can cook the second and third defender on every team. I mean, these guys can cook the first defender on every team. But the thing is that not everybody's gonna be able to play their game how they've been playing their game. Somebody's gonna have to sacrifice, and it might be Bradley Beal. But what I don't like is this whole time everything is being asked about offense, 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 no defense. And this is why I'm saying that the Suns are not winning a championship this upcoming year, and maybe not even the year after that. You have no defense. Defense is 50% of the game. You don't have that. You're going 100% on offense. So now what? What is your next move? Who are the defenders you're going to put next to these guys? You're going to have to make moves. And unfortunately, this year, they're wrapped up in these contracts. They're tied up. And next year, I feel like, I don't know everybody's contract situation, but I feel like it's going to be the same. So how much can you actually improve defense? It's going to be hard. Then we have this clip right here.
Hey Bradley, Gerald Bourget, PHNX Sports. Welcome to the Valley and happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I just was curious, you mentioned it's a little bittersweet being in DC for your whole career and how much it meant to you to be there. Just how difficult a decision was it to come here, and what were kind of the factors that played into choosing Phoenix over anywhere else?
Oh, it was a difficult decision, honestly. But it all came down to Washington and their front office. I respect them and what they do, and I'm not going to get into what they do and other teams and the process of all that, because it was a tough one. I'm not going to sit here and say it was an easy one, and Phoenix knows better than anybody how tough of a decision that this whole process was. So out of respect for them and what they're trying to do in free agency, I'll let them answer those questions when the time comes. I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited that this is a city and an organization that pretty much wanted me, and so more or less it's kind of go where you want it. That's kind of the message I received in this whole process, and again, I'm excited to be here and excited about the opportunity again.
I mean, like player, like GM, like president of basketball operations. I mean, what can I say, bro? If there was a great way to dodge a question, this has to be the best way to do so. I mean, they asked this man, what was your decision what was the decision like going to the Wizards, from the Wizards to the Suns? And instead of talking about how he wanted to win, how the Wizards might be garbage, how he wanted to play along the side of Booker and KD because that looks like the team that had the best chance of winning a championship at that time, he circled around the question and never answered it. He just said, it's up to the Wizards, it's up to the Suns, it's up to them if they want to talk about it later on down the line. But as if right now, I don't want to talk about it. I'm just happy to be here.
It just makes sense.
Well, I'm glad you're happy to be here, buddy. But I hope you can provide and do something, because this is not strictly an offensive game. We need defense. Somebody's going to have to play defense. Somebody's going to have to improve defensively. And it's not going to be Bradley Beal, because the man is 30 years old. He's too deep into his professional career to finally now start improving his defense. By the time he gets decent at it, he's going to be like 37. And at that point, everybody's going to blow right by him. So, again, there's no talks around defense. It's all offense. They didn't even ask the GM about any defensive signings or anything. They didn't even ask the coach about defensive schemes, anything of that nature. Just nothing. How do you expect to win a championship? I don't know. It makes no sense. Then they did ask the coach about DeAndre Ayton.
Yes, Coach, I wanted to ask you about Ayton in terms of moving forward with him, and what do you see him fitting when you put those three out there with him on the floor?
Yeah, he's one of the best two-way centers in the game. You know, I think obviously he's going to be a defensive anchor for us. You know, I've long utilized his skill set in my defensive scheme to build a dominant defense, and I think he can do that. And I think there's a lot that we can untap offensively with him as well. So he's a pivotal part of what we're going to accomplish this year.
I'll follow up with you, Bradley, that you haven't played with a big like that. It's, I would say, Gortat in terms of an active guy, but not the skill set. Curious what that thought is of
Careful,
playing.
man. March might be mad.
I'm sure he is.
No, it's awesome. Like that's a good comparison. Like I probably haven't had that type of talented big who can finish, roll, good touch, shoot the ball, finish in the paint. Like since Gortat, and he's a little bit better. And I'm going to say that he's a lot better. And so I'm excited about it. Like I haven't had a chance to play with this type of talent level ever. You know, so it's going to be new for me. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be challenging, but I'm accepting the challenge in front of me. I'm accepting the work. I'm excited about it. I think DA can be a huge piece to our team. You know, it's tough because we're on the outside looking in always, but I see his value. I think he's a really talented big, one of the best bigs in the league, and a willing defender. You know, I think that's a lost art in our game too. So I think his impact is going to be huge this year for us.
Now this right here is where everything starts to make a little bit of sense. He was asked what is the move with DeAndre Ayton? How does he plan on playing DeAndre Ayton? And Bradley Beal also asked the same question as you guys saw in the clip. And their answers are interesting. I mean, I expected the answer from the coaches, you know, what he was supposed to say. He was very genetic. You know, obviously, that's the same thing they say about every single player. Well, he could be the anchor of our defense. He's great defensively. He's a great two-way player. Not everybody's a great two-way player. I don't know why NBA players and coaches love saying this. Not everybody's a two-way player and great at it. Okay, so it's okay to say they're not. But in DeAndre Ayton's case, he has shown that he's a great two-way player. Okay, so I think it's just about unlocking it. And if he could do it, that would be amazing. But he can't be the only defender on our team and we expect to win. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to work. This is not a 3 people shooting and 1 person on defense type of thing. This is basketball. This is a team effort. Somebody is going to help him out defensively. And not just 1 person, not just 2 people. But it's going to have to be another person that's really going to stand by his side and take up a lot of that responsibility along the side of DeAndre Ayton. It can't just be DA on defense. And the fact that they lost Torrey Craig is a problem. That was like their only defender that was able to guard big bodies like a Giannis, like a LeBron, like a Jokic. And not that he was able to stop them, because he was never able to stop them, but as a big body that was able to stand in front of them. DeAndre Ayton can't be the only one doing that. We need another person like that too. We need another person to help him out. We're too small, we're too little. And then we got this clip right here.
I'm looking forward to it. I want to learn a lot about the Valley. Like Book is always in Flagstaff every week, so he's telling me he's going to take me a trip to go camping. I've never been camping, so please pray for me.
Now, this clip was very shocking. Now, let me tell you some background story. He's still my mans. So one of my mans, right, back when I was like in high school and things like that, he used to always ask me, yo, bro, because he knew I love Devin Booker, right? Like, I'm a Devin Booker fan. Like, I rock with D-Book heavy. So he's asking me, like, yo, bro, is Devin Booker black, Mexican, white? What is he? I'm not gonna lie, like, this clip right here makes me ask the same question. Because there's no way he's going camping. Devin Booker has been rich for way too long, bro. This man is going camping. I don't think Booker knows where he is. I wouldn't even do that. Why would you do that? And then you go bring Valley Beal with you? Oh, hell no, bro. That's our championship right there, bro. That's our finals appearance right there. It is GG's. God forbid, everything's a joke. But still, bro, like, now I'm confused too. What is Devin Booker? I don't know. Because I know, like, my people, and I know a lot of black people say they're just not doing the camping stuff. That's just not their thing, right? My people say the same thing. I don't know about, Mexicans, Hispanics, Latinos. I don't know about that. Y'all, teach me in the comments below. Is this y'all thing? Is this y'all vibe? I don't know. But I know white people do say they like going camping. And I'm pretty sure there's the opposite in every single race. But I'm saying, like, what is Devin Booker? Like, what is he, bro? Because this is definitely some activities that I wouldn't participate in. But now we have this clip right here.
James, this one is for you. Hopefully you'll be able to answer this one. But I was just curious because obviously there's a ton of excitement about Bradley Beal, but I know for you, Chris was one of the first big moves that you made here and what he was able to do here. So just wanted to get your thoughts on his time in the Valley and what he meant to what you guys have built here so far.
I mean, you could just look at what happened over the last 3 years, and you can see Chris's fingerprints all over it. I think people will remember this phase of Suns basketball, and Chris Paul will be a face that's vivid in your memory, etched in your memory forever. He's going to go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest point guard in the history of the game. And whenever you have that type of person with you, you're better. And so he made us tremendously better. And, it's always bittersweet. It's always tough. And these are the moments of the game that really sting, when you have to make decisions that impact your team, impact your community, impact your city. But it's always a little easier to deal with when you add someone of Brad's caliber. Different, but still at that level.
Now, this clip right here, it was the most genetic answer anybody could have gave. We understand that Chris Paul is going to be one of the best point guards when his career is over. We know he might be known as the best point guard of all time. We know he's going to be a Hall of Famer. You don't need to remind us of those things. That wasn't the question. But James Jones, like I said, he's never going to answer these questions head on. Like, he's never going to be direct with it. He's always going to circle around, go, a couple of zigzags. He won't just answer the question. It's just never going to happen. And obviously, replacing Chris Paul and trading him is going to be hard and da-da-da. And getting a Bradley Beal type of player is not replacing that Chris Paul. It's just not. It's a whole different type of style of play. It's a whole different player. It's a whole different, offense that you have to run. So this answer right here was super genetic. I don't even know why they even bothered asking him this. I don't even know why he bothered answering. He just wasted everybody's time. For no reason. You could have just said next question. And then lastly, we got this clip right here.
Bradley, first of all, same thing Mark said. Happy birthday. Welcome to the Valley.
Thank you.
I'm Doug Franz from the Doug Franz Unplugged podcast and WTSMTV.com. I don't know what you were like when you were 10 years old, but every year of your life with the basketball, you have been the alpha male on the team. You're the dog. Now, for the first time, I'm guessing, in your life, you're still needed as a dog and a leader, but you're on a team with two other dogs. How do you balance both of what you've been, staying true to yourself, but at the same time knowing there's KD and Book beside you?
It's kind of similar to college. I'll rewind you. I would say when I went to Florida, I started at the 4. I had 3 guards that were already there, so people kind of looked at me like I was funny for going there. So it won't be any different. You know, you go in and you be who you are. They already told me from day one, we don't want you to come in and be anybody but yourself. We don't need you taking a back seat. Just be aggressive, be who you are. And Kay and Dev and DA are the same way. Like, they don't want anybody to come in and feel like you have to walk on eggshells. Like, we don't build, I don't look at the NBA like that. I don't look at it as, oh, it's my team, oh, it's your team. Like, it's everybody. Like, we all got to compete. We all got to do this thing together and make it happen. But understand that, you know, this is Book Nation. Like, understand that this is his stomping grounds. This is his arena. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited to be able to play with 2 Hall of Famers. You know, like, I've never done that, you know, so I'm excited about it. I'm excited what that brings. And they'll push me in ways I've never been pushed, you know, so I'm excited about that, and hopefully I can do the same.
This one gave me a little bit of hope. Okay? It gave me some hope that the Suns might have a little something in their back pocket. They might have something up their sleeve. Because if a star can come and play with another star or 2 other stars, and they can understand, look, we want to have a free-flowing offense, right? But this one right here, this star right here, is the one that, you know, runs this team. At the end of the day, this is his team. At the end of the day, this is his city. At the end of the day, this is his court. And I like this from Bradley Beal because it defeats the whole idea of friction in this team. And he said it the best. I don't look at the NBA as this is my team or his team or, you know, whatever team, because we all have the same goal. And you don't win if you're worried about whose team it is. You win if you understand, okay, this is how we're going to run our offense. He's going to be our first option. He's going to be our second option. He's going to be our third option. And, you know, if able to run it fluently, able to run it fluently. But when it matters the most, we're going to give the ball to this person and this person. And in this case, it's going to be Devin Booker and then I think Kevin Durant. And then, you know, obviously at that point, it's just like everything else is going to fall into place. All you need is some defense, you know, the right mindset, some luck, and you can win a championship. But if everybody's worried about who's going to be the man of the team, who's alpha, no, that's not going to win nothing. And I like this from him. You know, I had to end the video on a good note. So, hopefully the Suns do end up winning a championship eventually. I want to see Booker with one, at least. But if they don't, these are the reasons why. You know, I'm against super teams. I'm against big threes. But it is what it is, bro. Y'all let me know, chatting down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with E. It's time to leave the locker room. I'm going to catch ya. Safety in my hearts.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. The officials have to review it. And the Lakers win the game. Banks it in. He banks in the 3 to win it. Good.
That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection.
This is for the win. Got it. Wow.
At 7, working against Butler, got down.